Hello, my name is Jonathan and this is my first vlog. I've never actually vlogged before. I'm not used to just talking to a camera. You know, usually I'm behind the camera or I'm doing a voiceover or just something with tech. I'm not just talking to you guys, and that's why I want to do a vlog or try to get into vlogging to let you guys know on a more personal level myself. So if you guys like this, let me know by hitting the like button, and I'll start pumping some more of these out. If you guys don't like it, then hit the dislike button and I won't ever do one again. But I just figured I would give you the opportunity to get to know myself. And we'll start by just a quick background. If you guys remember, and if you've been subscribed to me for a while, you know that I used to have like a little channel intro, and it was real corny, it was real cheesy. It wasn't the most professional, which is why I did away with it. But nonetheless, it was a channel intro, and I explained where the name OT4Tech came from, and I explained my medical background and just how I came up with the whole OT4Tech idea. And in case you guys missed all that, or you're new to the channel and you didn't get to see my intro, I'm going to go ahead and tell you my background so that way you know where that name came from. I'm actually in the medical field. A lot of you guys think I'm a nurse because you always see me in scrubs, and that's because I am always working. I work at many different facilities, but before we get into that, let me just tell you that I am not a nurse. I am actually in the field of occupational therapy. For you guys that don't know what occupational therapy is, it's on the same level as physical therapy, but it's also in the same level as speech therapy. We kind of cover both areas. We're the in-between field. A lot of the speech therapists don't like us because we can actually get certified in swallowing, and physical therapy don't like us because we can actually do a lot of mobility training and things like that, even though we really don't get into ambulation or gait, or for those of you that don't know those terms, walking. Usually you go see a physical therapist for walking, not an OT. You go see your OT for hand therapy and things like that. But nonetheless, we are in the same little area as PT and speech. You will find us right there in the happy medium in between. I am starting a health channel, and I'll get more into details on that just as soon as I get the information I need to start my first video. I don't want to lead you guys on with false information, especially when you're talking about health related things. It's not like I can, screw up in a tech video, or I can screw up in a tech video and, cover myself. But when it comes to something for your health or benefit for your health, I want to make sure I'm giving you accurate and dead-on information, even though we all know the world of health is constantly evolving. But anyways, again, that's a whole nother subject. Let me get back to the task at hand here. So I study in the field of occupational therapy. I actually work in the field of occupational therapy. Of course, that's where the name OT, or the letters OT, come from, for the name OT4Tech. And then of course the 4Tech just means that I'm a avid user of tech, and I love smartphones, I love computers, tablets. I'm a lover of tech. So that's why I added the 4Tech at the end, and that's where I got my name, OT4Tech. Now, like I said, you guys always see me in scrubs, and this is because I am always working. I try to do videos in between jobs. I do videos after hours. I do videos on my days off when I actually get a day off. But I actually work at a hospital, an acute care hospital, and I'm PRN there, and I work there when the OT needs some time off or just needs some help. I also am a director of rehab. That's my full-time job at a skilled nursing facility. And then with that same job, I go to many other facilities when therapists need a day off, or they just need some extra coverage. They have some extra hours, they need a patient that needs to be treated, or they have a patient that needs to be treated on the weekend, or whatever the case. I always cover for them in many other different buildings. You know, it's a large company, or it's a small company, but it's large in my eyes when I go to many different buildings. And I also work PRN at a psychiatric facility. And at that facility, we deal with a lot of Alzheimer's, we deal with a lot of dementia, we deal with alcohol dementia, we deal with gunshot wounds, we have rapists, we have murderers, we have pedophiles, we have just a lot of different patients. It's never a boring day, let me just put it that way. And in case you didn't notice, a quick background information on how screwed up the system was in Georgia. They actually quit funding on the state psychiatric facilities. They still have hospitals, but like the nursing home type facilities where they house the psychiatric patients, they cut the funding out on them. So now those patients are now being pushed into nursing homes. So now you might have a patient who got their hip replaced, and they're in the same room as a murderer who pleaded insanity. So I don't know, that's the legal system for Georgia, but I mean, I'm a Florida boy myself, but I moved to Georgia for my job, and I just found that out recently, probably in the last year or so, how they just cut the funding, and that's the reason why we're getting pedophiles, murderers, rapists, and then we might get a knee replacement. It's really crazy. It's really screwed up, but you know, that's a whole nother subject on a whole nother day, and I don't want to get too much into detail on that. But that's why you guys always see me in scrubs, and no, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a doctor, I'm actually a therapist. I treat patients for physical disabilities, for cognitive disabilities. I don't give out medicine, I don't diagnose patients. I just treat the illnesses that are present that were given by a physician. So now that you know that, and you know where I got the name OT4Tech, that should help out a lot of the confusion. Next up, I want to talk about my dog. It might sound crazy, but my wife and I don't have kids, and she's in school in the same field as me, actually. She's going to OT school and going to practice as an occupational, or in the field of occupational therapy as well, so it's pretty cool. We'll have two professionals of OT in the house, so if I break my hand or something, she'll be able to treat me just fine. It's pretty cool. But since she's in school, we don't have kids, we're trying to do the more responsible thing, wait till we're both completely done with school and are as planned out as possible to have a child, even though you can never really fully plan for a kid. We're trying to do the more responsible thing. So we got a dog, and this is our baby. And in case you guys don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, last Tuesday my dog was actually attacked by a husky. Monday night we came home from the gym and we found a husky in our yard. It was raining, it was cold. So we brought him in, we gave him shelter, gave him food, gave him water, tried to be good Samaritans. And of course it came back and pretty much bit us in the ass. The next day the dog was still on the property. I went to work. My wife gave the husky a treat and then gave our dog a dog treat. And the husky ate his dog treat and then came over, bit my dog, and then took his dog treat. And then he actually punctured my dog's eye. At the time, there was a lot of swelling, a lot of bleeding. Here's a quick picture, but you can see there was a lot of swelling, a lot of bleeding. There was a lot of trauma. My wife freaked out. I actually had a dentist appointment that day to get a consultation on getting an implant put in my mouth, which again, another story. It's ridiculous. But I had to cancel my dentist appointment, come back from Savannah, because that's where my appointment was. I live in Metter. I had to come back from Savannah, which is an hour drive, to meet the vet. And the vet pretty much gave us a 90% chance that our dog would be blind and not ever regain his vision. And we went back Friday for the follow-up appointment. He gave us 2 different pain pills and 2 different antibiotics with some, it's a steroid inside the antibiotic to help strengthen the cornea, the retina, and the pupil in general, to try to regain any function left in that eye. So we went back Friday, and actually the swelling has gone down tremendously. I mean, it is an amazing difference between then and now, and it hasn't even been a week. And it's just insane the amount of or the assistance medicine can give somebody and help them regain their lost function. And he looks so much better. He's acting better. He's still not fully himself. He's still very skittish, in pain. And, I mean, you can tell that he has been injured, but it's just an amazing difference from where he was to where he's at now. And when we went back to the vet, they actually shine a light into his eye. And my dog, he winced. He, blinked because the light was actually hurting his eye. I mean, who wants a bright flashlight shoved in their eye? And when he did that, it actually showed signs that he could see. May not be much, but he could see. And that actually, brought a little bit of happiness to my heart. So I'm sharing it with you guys. Hopefully you guys are happy about that, because we really appreciate all the thoughts, prayers, the considerate comments that you guys left, and just the support that you've given me with my dog. It's a dog. I mean, you guys didn't have to show any of the support that you guys did, and I really appreciate everything. And it really has helped, and he has shown a huge turnaround from what he was in just a short period of time. But apparently, though, dogs have a special kind of eyesight, reflective something. It's reflective is in the title. I don't know what it's exactly called. But when you shine a light, say in the right eye, the left eye, the pupil will actually dilate. I'm not sure what, again, the scientific term of it. But when the vet shined the light in the affected eye, the non-affected eye did not dilate. So that kind of worried the vet. We really don't know how much sight he has. He definitely has no peripheral vision. He cannot see anything out of his peripheral. I know that because occasionally when we play and toss the ball, it'll get away from him a lot more now than it did before. Or like he tried to jump on the ottoman the other day to get on the couch, and he kind of just missed the ottoman and went off to the side. It was like a plane coming in for a crash landing. It was pretty pitiful. But nonetheless, he can see, and it really has not handicapped him at all. He does an amazing job at getting around. He finds his food, knows how to get around the house, knows how to get around at work, which is another thing. He's actually a therapy dog. I take him to work with me every day. The patients adore him. I wish I could post pictures of it for you guys, but you know, HIPAA violation. I definitely don't want to lose my license and go to jail for that. But the patients just adore him. Patients that I can never get to cooperate in therapy, I give them a dog, and they're crawling all over the floor. They're standing up. They're walking, they're petting the dog with, you know, some weights on their wrist. We're doing some Therex activities. It's just an amazing thing that you have here with animals. I mean, if you actually bring an animal into your workplace, you can get so much out of your patients versus not bringing in an animal. It's just, it's amazing. But I just wanted to touch base on that real quick and let you guys know that he's doing a lot better, and we really appreciate every nice comment that you guys have said about it, and just it blows me away the support you guys have given me with that, and we really appreciate it. Lastly, I want to talk to you about my Nexus 6 review. Whew, so I bought a Nexus 6 and it came in November. Well, it arrived defective. It had a few little nicks on the side of the metal chassis on the side, on the left-hand side of the phone, and I also could not make phone calls fully. It would disconnect, or it would connect and then I couldn't hear anything. Just stupid little things like that. And I also tried to purchase Motocare. Since it's an unlocked phone, AT&T's actually not going to insure it. I mean, they will, but they'll send me an AT&T variant, and I want my unlocked version. That's what I paid for, that's what I waited for, and that's what I bought. So I went ahead and tried to purchase Motocare, and my IMEI or MEID number was not located in the Motorola system. So in other words, my phone did not exist according to Motorola. They didn't know what the problem was, but they could not give me Motocare. So I filed for an RMA. I actually filed for my replacement on November 25th. In case you guys missed it on Twitter, or you don't follow me on Twitter, I raised hell on social media last week to Motorola, saying they had the lousiest freaking customer service because I was on the phone for 25 minutes on hold. I've dealt with these people just about every single day for my replacement. That was November 25th. We're going on Christmas. We're going on December 25th, and I have still not received my replacement device. But the social media rep contacted me, and she worked some things out, and the only way I could get a replacement today would be an AT&T variant. And I told her, hell no. A, you're gonna get updates late. B, you got an ugly tramp stamp on the back, and C, it's just a carrier phone. Even if it does, it comes with bloatware, but you can delete it off the phone. And so the bloatware is not the issue, it's the tramp stamp and the fact that I will not be getting my updates like I should, especially with a Nexus device. So I told him, hell no. I said, the only way you're gonna make this right is if you either give me a white model and upgrade it to a 64 gigabyte for my time waiting, or just give me the phone that I want. Give me the unlocked model, 32 gigabyte midnight blue variant, and I will be happy. And they could not do that. They said customer support would not allow them, So needless to say, I'm actually going to return my Nexus 6. If you guys want to see a review, I'll make one before I return it. But what has happened here with Motorola is completely unacceptable. And as bad as I want to boycott them, I know you guys want to see Motorola reviews. I really don't want to buy another Motorola product just because of their, excuse my language, but shitty customer service. I mean, it is beyond unacceptable in my eyes. I mean, you don't do that to a paying customer. You don't constantly push them back. You don't, avoid them. You don't tell them lies. I mean, they told me so many different stories. A, the phone was out of stock, but really it was in stock. According to Techno Buffalo, it was in stock on last Thursday, and then it was in stock Friday, and they still couldn't give me a phone because it was out of stock. But I'm going to keep on covering Motorola products, and just for you guys, not for myself, of course, because I'm actually disgusted with them. But for you guys, I will continue my coverage of Motorola products. However, if you guys want to see the Nexus 6 review, let me know in the comment section, and I will make sure I pump out that review. If you guys don't want to see the review or really don't care, I'm just going to go ahead and return the damn thing and be done with it. But I mean, that's the story with it. That's what's taken me so long. I want to give you guys a truthful, honest review without all the issues I've been having with it and with the phone that it should be, but that doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon. But if you guys want to see the review, I'll make it happen, and I'll do what I can in my best power to either keep the phone and just review what I got, or exchange it for a new one. I'll send this one back, and then I'll purchase a new one when they become available. I'll make sure I give you guys a review if that's what you want to see. Well, again, this is my first vlog, or attempt at a vlog. I don't know how well it came out. I don't know how well you guys are going to enjoy it. Me sitting here rambling, looking like a damn idiot in front of a camera. But if you guys enjoyed it, let me know by hitting the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button and give me a boo face in the comment section, and I will not give you guys another one. But if you guys enjoyed it, I will make sure I come up with different topics. I will try my best to give one out to you every day. If it's not every day, it's because of my tremendously huge, busy schedule. But I will continue making the attempts to pump these out if you like them, and continue inviting you in to my world. And I will try to do more vlogs on the smartphones. That way you can see me in the action as I'm doing these things, other than treating patients, of course, because I'm not going to jail for anybody. So again, guys, I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will continue making tech videos. And before I leave, the comments that you guys have left on my giveaway are amazing. Each and every one of you guys are just, you actually have touched me, and y'all are the reason why I do tech videos. The comments left in that video, actually, it warmed my heart to see the support that you guys give me. All you had to do is leave me a simple comment, 1, 3, kiss my butt. You guys could have left anything you guys wanted to, and some of the comments there are just so long and so considerate and just so thoughtful that I don't really know what else to say. You guys are just awesome, and y'all are the reason why I do these videos. So nonetheless, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. And if you like the vlog, I will see you in the next vlog for sure.